Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be looking at the from the Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super movie, the only one that there is. There's gonna be another one later this year, but maybe later in the next 12 months, not in this year, like 2021, but it's gonna be released 2022, so like in the next 12 months. But from the first Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly, Full Power Broly to be exact. As you know, my first video was the regular Broly, the Fury Broly, and well, with the Super Saiyan and the base form head. But this is the Full Power Broly, which came out before the base Broly did. Which is I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like they should have released the base Broly first, but then I guess base Broly is pretty hype, and Full Power Broly is just kind of like, you know, it's a dime a dozen. They had the original one. I don't have the original one. They're like the big round Broly from the Broly movies, the original movies. But yeah, let's take a look at this guy's accessories, and then we'll get into the details and stuff. This figure doesn't come with a whole lot. He just comes with a these open hands for like key blast hands. So you know, just open hands for like when he throws Goku and when Goku's doing Super Saiyan God, and he throws him. That's more for like these grippy hands. He's got the two pairs of grippy hands for either side. Yes, these hands, they look pretty neat. They don't have a lot of detail on them. They just kind of got the knuckles and the nails and stuff. They got nails. Oh, don't mind my thumb. I broke my fingernail this last weekend. But but yeah, there's not a lot of detail. You can see there's palm lines, but there's a mold line right there. You can tell. Just a little focus. That right there, you can see the mold line, which is not very nice. I don't like that, but it's alright. And then you got two fist hands. Fist hands, obviously you need fist hands with a Dragon Ball character. Well, this character's been shipped around a lot, so there's scuffs like right there, right there, right there. But yeah, besides that, these hands, the hands look really good. The hands look pretty good. We got nice detail everywhere, all around the place. And then for the face plates, we have this screaming face, which I have a couple scuffs. This is not my doing. The scuffs were actually in the box already, which, well, I bought it a long time ago, so I didn't really care because I was just like, oh my goodness, I got a new figure. But yeah, I got scuffs on the face, which is pretty annoying. I've been trying to get them off, but I did with the Goku figure I had, and the nose broke off, like part of the nose. Then we got this grinning face, this maniacally grinning face. It's pretty... I like this face a lot. I like it. And then we just got a regular scowling face, and all the faces have these the highlights are in this weird mustard color, as you can see. And even in the ears too, it has like this weird earwax looking color in there. But all the faces are built pretty well. They have cut off right here for the you know, for the hairpiece. This little thing right here kind of just fits over. Wrong side, or oh no, this was the right side. Kind of just fits over right there. See, look. But yeah. But let's take a look at the figure himself. You know, the whole reason why you're watching this video, for the figure, the big guy. All right. All right. So, getting into this big chunky fella here. This big man, look at him. Look at him. He just looks good. He just looks so good. I love this figure. I really do. This was one of the first figures, the Shfiguarts, that I ever bought in my entire life. Actually, I think this was the first one. This one, along with the Scouter Vegeta and the Gogeta Blue, which I broke, which is very sad. I'm gonna have to order a new one. I'm not gonna review that figure until I order a new one. But this is one of the first figures that I bought, and it was like a really big jump for me from Marvel Legends to this Shfiguarts level of toy. I guess you could call it a toy. No, this figure. You know, this level of figure is just, it's too much for somebody that's little. But here you can look at the face. We got obviously I just showed the face sculpts, but you look at the hair sculpt. And the hair sculpt is pretty nice. It does it off right there. It's kind of just basic, you know, just kind of looks like a mixture of Vegeta and Goku, if you think about it. Like you got the Goku right here, and then right here is sort of Vegeta, and then as it spreads out, it gets more Goku, like, you know. But then you got it. Oh, I like how it does this. Like, you see how it spikes up? How it spikes up and then goes down. Like right on those spikes, it goes down, but I like it. I just like the difference in the spikes. And the paint is really good. Like right there in the crevice, right there on the abs. There's not a lot of painting on this part or the legs. There's actually no painting on the legs at all. No painting on anything other than up here, the top part, which makes sense. There's not a lot to paint down here, but the muscles look amazing. Look at those muscles. The muscles just look fabulous. You got the lats right here. You got the lats right there, and then we got the traps right here, and then the fucking, yes, this figure just looks fire. I just love this figure so much. Then you got the traps looking at, oh my goodness, and then the biceps. It just looks good, yeah. This looks so good. The only problem I have is really this ugly gap right here that happens when you bend the arm. But besides that, the figure is really good. So like, it looks really good. And then you got the scar. Oh, the scars look really good. I like scars, like all the characters that I draw. And I'm actually probably gonna do a live stream later, which later right now is leading into a segue. How about that one? So this is a checkpoint. This is a vibe check. If you are liking the video, please leave a like or a comment. You know, leave a like or a comment. And if you really want to see more content from me, I really do live streams and I try and push out content frequently. But if you enjoy my content and you want to see more, then like this video and subscribe. Because we gotta feed the algorithm, guys. We gotta feed it. We gotta feed it so then I can get to 10 subscribers. But moving on from that, the Ba's ear is really well sculpted. Let me lift his arm up. It's a little dusty because I had my figure sitting around for a while, but I got a scuff right there. That was mine. That was my doing. But it's really well sculpted. You can just tell the fur, and then underneath is the skin tone of the ear. Under these little side flaps too, right here. You can tell. I just really like it. I really like it a lot. And then his leg muscles are just like, ooh. Look at nalgas right there. Oh yeah, yep. And then his quads, they just look so good. And then his calves, they have a little split back there for the calves. And then the feet, nothing special really. Just you know, normal Frieza Forest boots. Normal, just green. But yeah, this figure is really good. This figure is really fun to have around. It really is. Yeah. But let's move into the articulation. All right. For articulation, we start with the head. So he looks down. He can bury his face in his big old chest. He can look up. Not at all, because of the hair back here is really not helping him out with that. He looks this far to the right, which is his right, not our right, before the faceplate comes off, before the hair knocks off like that. He looks about this far to the right, so he looks almost over his traps. This far to the left, same difference because of the hair. The hair when the face touches right there. Boom, it pushes the head, and then the hair is gonna start coming out. But I wouldn't suggest doing that because it could also bend the faceplate, which you don't want to damage your figures. He has a little bit of pivot on the neck. And for the arms, we got a butterfly joint. That goes in and out. The arms go about that far up. Oh, look at that! This is perpendicular. Perpendicular with him. He can move his arm about that far forward. Actually, since this is not nothing like a Hot Toys, you can just rotate his arm for days. But yeah, his arm rotates. He got a bicep swivel. And then we got a elbow joint that comes in at a little over 90 degrees, which is really good. And then for the wrists, we have this little dumbbell joint. So it rotates at the wrist, and it also rotates at the hand. So you can, but the wrist doesn't move a lot, so it only moves in about that much, and then back about that much. But you can do anything you want with it. It has a little bit of pivot, not a lot of pivot. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that for a little second. Okay, but then moving on to the torso, with this just the ab, the diaphragm joint, you can lean back about that much and lean forward about that much, but with the diaphragm and the ab and the waist joint, you can crunch in about that much, and then you can lean back about that much, and then you can turn the waist joint. It's very tight, I wouldn't suggest it, and you can barely turn the diaphragm joint. And then moving on to the Boz ear. Boz ear moves out. There's a joint right here at the right above his butt cheeks. It moves out. Yep. And then he kicks out about. He can kick out right in front of himself. I did this once and his leg popped off. It was really easy to put it back on, but yeah. So it kicks about that far. It does not kick back. Does not kick back. His knee bends at 90 degrees. Only 90 degrees. I understand why he's really big. There is no boot rotation, just like on the base Broly, but his foot bends about this far, that far down, and this far up. Doesn't really bend that far. There is ankle pivot, ankle pivot, ankle pivot. Oh yeah, that's really good. And then his toes, boop. He boops his toes just like that. Other figures, we've got Scouter Vegeta over here, and we have the counterpart Broly. Which, this Broly, as you can see, is a lot smaller. And this Vegeta is way smaller. Look at this. There's like this much gap between this head and this eye line. I compare the eye lines because that's really how tall you are. This eye line to that eye line is like this. Yeah. So they're about this much height difference. And this eye line, there's like, bro, basically looking at his cock. But in terms of how better a figure is in this, I like this figure a lot. This figure is really fun, even though it has this stupid rubbing right here about under the armor. But this figure is just basically a smaller version of that one. This figure is really cool. I like how the muscles look. I like how just everything is defined on it. I really love it a lot, you know, since it also was one of my first figures that I ever got. It's really, you know, it kind of just holds a special place with me, you know. Like you can see, it has nipples. But would I suggest? Which one should I would suggest? You this one? You want more accessories? You get this one. You want just a big bulky figure to put up with your other figures? Get this guy, really, because he looks good. Or you can put them together like this. You know, that doesn't look too bad, right? You know, this kind of guy's like really like basically like a shadow. You know how in that one picture of Anakin Skywalker, that one picture of Anakin and his shadow is Darth Vader. It's basically the same thing, you know. But overall, this figure is really good. This figure is really good. Oh yes, and we can't leave out the homie, the one that this is the most expensive figure that I own. Of my last figure review, if you guys see that, my last figure review was the Imagination Works Son Goku, which he's alright, but this guy is still taller than him. This Goku here is still very short, and this Broly is still the biggest figure that I own, just in a whole. Like, he's really big, really bulky, really just he's just a giant, basically. But yeah. So, as a whole, I love this figure. I would suggest getting it. Price range, it's in like the $70 range, 75. I think 75 was what I paid for it. Definitely not the most expensive figure I have. The Son Goku, the Imagination Works Goku is definitely the most expensive figure I have. But this guy, definitely, he's a buy. He's a buy, no matter what, you know. I just love Broly. Broly's one of my favorite characters from the show. Not the show, but, you know, just Dragon Ball as a whole, because he's not in the show, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I just really love this figure, and I just want to thank you guys for sticking around if you have through the whole video. And yeah, that's it. I'll try and maybe I'll go live tomorrow. I don't know. I was probably doing a YouTube live stream or something, but I don't really know yet. Or maybe I'll do a review on an anime or something. I'll do that. I don't know yet, but I'll probably see you guys later this week. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button right there. You see it's down there, somewhere down there. You know, just hit it. You know, it doesn't hurt to subscribe to somebody. You know, I try and push out content as much as possible. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you guys want to me, because it really helps me, you know what you guys want to see. But if you watched through the whole video, then thank you very much, and I will see you in the next whenever I decide to do it. All right, peace out.